Plenty International, in collaboration with 4 distinct Central American organizations, has fashioned a unique soy nutrition program. The goal of this effort is to establish or revitalize 4 self-sufficient soy food production facilities. Plenty's partners include Adibe in the highlands of Guatemala, Upavim in Guatemala City, Soy Nica in Managua, Nicaragua, and the Huichol Center for Cultural Survival and Traditional Arts in the mountains of central Mexico. Together, they hope to accomplish an integration of high-protein soy foods into the local diet, while also creating a viable, sustainable business. A deadly earthquake ravaged Guatemala in 1976, killing 23,000 people. Plenty responded with teams of carpenters and medical volunteers. They lived among Guatemala's Mayan population while helping rebuild homes and schools and operating a primary health care clinic. Even before the earthquake, the Highland Maya already suffered the deepest poverty in the country. Nearly half of all rural Mayan children died before the age of 5. A primary cause of this high rate of child mortality was persistent malnutrition. These children weren't getting enough protein to grow and thrive. The Mayans were introduced to soybeans by Plenty volunteers. The volunteers used soy foods in their vegetarian diet. Soon dozens of Mayan farmers throughout the Central Highlands were planting and harvesting soybeans. Plenty volunteers showed people how to make soy milk and tofu in their homes during hundreds of soy foods demonstrations. Plenty's 4-year soy nutrition project culminated in 1980 with the construction of a soy dairy, where soy milk, tofu, soy ice cream, and other soy-based food products continue to be produced and sold. Word of the Guatemala Soy Program spread. Plenty began to receive invitations from community groups in many other countries who were interested in learning the art of growing and preparing food from soybeans. Why soybeans? The high-protein bean is one of the most versatile and nutritious foods available. Soybeans can be processed into milk, tofu, and other delicious foods. Soy products are easily combined with local flavors and incorporated into traditional diets. Human consumption of soybeans eliminates the animal middleman. This allows a lot more protein to be produced from an acre of arable land. Since the original Guatemalan soy program, Plenty has assisted groups to develop soy projects in many diverse countries. These include Lesotho, Liberia, Dominica, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Nicaragua, and Mexico. Today, Plenty is engaged in a special collaborative project to assist 4 community groups who have requested our support to establish or improve soy nutrition projects. There are 2 in Guatemala, 1 in Managua, Nicaragua, and 1 with the Huichol people of the Sierra Madre in Mexico. In one of the poorest neighborhoods in Guatemala City, 70 women are working together in a cooperative they call Unidas para Vivir Mejor, or Upavim. In this barrio, called La Esperanza, 150,000 people live on the edges of a sprawling urban landfill and dump. In the early 1980s, many of the women came to La Esperanza to escape the random violence in the countryside. Some were widows, others had left abusive husbands. They cleared away the garbage and the trash and built shacks from whatever they could find. Despite their hopes for a better life, disease and malnutrition were killing their children. In 1988, with the aid of friends in the U.S., the women formed a cooperative. They produced crafts for international fair trade markets. Using profits from that business, they have established a community center where they operate a clinic, daycare, school, and bakery, as well as their crafts business. Upavim has begun to produce soy foods for the children participating in their programs and for their staff. They are asking Plenty's help in setting up a small soy foods production business that will generate income and provide nourishing, low-cost foods to their community. In 1989, women in Managua, Nicaragua, formed Asociación Soya de Nicaragua, or Soynica. This nonprofit organization provides health and nutrition education, food and healthcare services for impoverished Nicaraguan families. Soynica's main income-generating program is Casa Nutrum. This soy foods production facility employs 15 people who make and sell 25,000 half-liters of soy milk every month. They also produce and market a variety of other soy, grain, and vegetable foods. Plenty has been helping Soynica since 1993 with technical and capital support. Soynica has asked Plenty for help to increase their production and outreach. Soynica wishes to establish at least one food processing and marketing facility like Casa Nutrum in each of Nicaragua's 7 regional departments. They plan to make inexpensive, nutritious foods available to greater numbers of Nicaraguan families. Since its early work in Guatemala, among the Maya, Plenty has realized that many ancient cultures are at risk of disappearing. Cooperative partnerships with the indigenous peoples of the world are needed to protect our longest surviving cultures for the benefit of future generations. Plenty is lending support to the Huichol Center for Cultural Survival and Traditional Arts, located in the state of Jalisco in Mexico. Founded in the 1970s, the Huichol Center is dedicated to helping indigenous Huichol families and villages survive and flourish while surrounded by the modern world. The center facilitates Huichol artists in producing and marketing their distinctive artworks. The center also operates a school and a daycare. They offer health education and healthcare services. In 2002, the center asked for Plenty's support to develop a nutrition education project. During 2 extended visits, a Plenty soy technician organized soy foods demonstrations at the center and in isolated Huichol villages. With the support of Plenty and seed provided by the U.S. Department of Agriculture students from Chapingo University in Mexico City have been conducting soybean variety trials to discover the best yielding varieties for the region. The center wants to create a soy dairy in the Jalisco town of Guayaquilla, and Plenty is assisting them by soliciting funding, providing more technical support, and securing the needed equipment. Plenty has been asked by Asociación de Desarrollo Integral Belén, or ADIBE, to help upgrade their equipment and expand their production to meet a growing demand. This community organization operates the original and world's only Mayan soy dairy near Solala, Guatemala. They have been manufacturing soy ice cream, soy milk, tofu, and tempeh for 25 years. The soy dairy employs 6 local residents, 3 of whom have worked there since 1980. Plenty is helping ADIBE install new equipment and reach new markets for their soy products. They will continue to support their local community with school feeding programs and other development projects. With assistance provided by Plenty's Central American Food Security Initiative, each of these organizations will be strengthened by an infusion of new equipment, financial resources, and training. They will exchange personnel so that they can learn from each other, creating a regional network of soy producers. Plenty's collaboration with these food production programs will help them adapt a small-scale, appropriate technology for the lasting benefit of their families and communities.
naritabu madaguno au neibuga idetino aname agiribuga agamba beitereru ni tutwa anire na bilie magadiete